Good afternoon. I'm Dan Chasins with the Southern Jackson County Democrats. Thank you all for tuning in this afternoon. I'm here at the lovely mountaintop cabin of John Warren. John is going to give us a tour of the cabin in just a little while, but I should explain, before the pandemic hit, our plan for this Joe Sam Queen fundraising event was to have it here on this lovely property, but now that's not possible due to the concerns for social distancing. So our revised plan, having this virtual fundraiser, is to give you a little taste of what you might have seen if we had had the original event as planned. And John will give us a tour of this historic cabin in this very lovely setting. But again, let me say thank you for being here this afternoon. We all want to support Joe Sam Queen. He's doing great work in Raleigh. This couldn't be a more important election than the one we have this year. So I hope you'll all consider making a donation to the campaign, and I hope you'll enjoy the comments that Joe Sam has for us in a little while, and take advantage of the opportunity to ask some questions and be involved in the discussion as we go through the course of the event. So once again, thanks for joining us, and let me turn it over now to John Warren to show us this lovely property.
My name is John Warren, and I'm kind of hosting, I guess, the location for this fundraiser. And I wanted to take a moment and explain a little bit about the log cabin that I inherited from my family. The cabin was built in 1937 out of chestnut logs. And when I came up here in 1970 after college and the Navy, the cabin had been deserted for 25 years. So I've kind of brought it back, and in the Appalachian tradition, have added on about 3 times for family. But I want to show you the fireplace. It was built with rock that was taken from under the mountain. This is Timber Ridge. It was hauled down from underneath the mountain and chiseled out of the mountain and hauled down here and built by a local craftsman, rock mason. And it's granite that was cut from the mountain and hauled down to the cabin with oxen. So this is back in the day, about 1937, 38. Let me explain briefly about this cabin. I built it with my landscape crew when we weren't so busy, probably about 30 years ago, and I built it as a guest house. And the logs are poplar. And when I cleared the field up on the Whiteside Cove, I ricked up the logs and I tried to sell them, I tried to give them away. Nobody needed them, so I built a little cabin. And it's just been wonderful for guests and family and music. So the logs are poplar. I want to show you the wheel. It's a Fritz steel water wheel, 1905. And I traded a man. I traded him some logs to build a cabin, and he traded me his water wheel. So in the old mountain tradition, we did some trading. And I've enjoyed the cabin, used it for friends, and these are bridges. This tributary is called Polly Branch. It's a major, it looks small, but it rages when it rains, and it's a tributary to the Chattooga River. So again, I just want to say how much I love this area, and I love the people here, and it's Joe Sam Queen is a great inspiration to me, a wonderful fellow, and I have great respect for him and his policies. That's just a brief rundown on the property. We have 300 acres, of which we put 135 acres into a conservation easement to protect it. And the family owns the center of the property. So thank you very much for listening, and I will see you later.
Well, thank you, John. I think you can all agree this is an amazing and unique property. We can all look forward to a time, I think, when we'll be able to gather somewhere nice like this and enjoy the splendor and the beauty of living in western North Carolina mountains. With that, I'd like to once again thank everyone for tuning in this afternoon, and at this point turn it over to Joe Sam Queen, who will give us some comments and then entertain some questions and discussions. So let's all welcome Joe Sam Queen. Thank you.